Hey coaches, just a few reminders as we start a new session. If there's somebody available to be standing in this hall, is somewhere in this area to direct people, that would be amazing. I've been standing here for preschool class, just saying welcome, please put your shoes on the rug, and then you can walk into the gym and walk to the left or the right and find a spot on the bench. I also want to point out that I hung here the welcome email that I asked you to read. That was also sent out to all the families, but many people do not read that. So there's a copy here, there's one on the locker, there's one on the black door, there's one to the right and one to the left in the gym. So when you greet them, if you could say, the welcome email you were sent is hung here, here, here. If you could please read that before class starts, that'd be great. You can also offer people this space above the lockers to store their items. If you want to say, I notice you have a lot of bags or coats, feel free to keep them up there if you don't want to keep them near you in the seating area. Please also note there's Kleenex right there. Right here, there is Band-Aids, Kleenex, and hair ties. So once people know that they're there, it's nice that they can grab those things on their own. I wanted to point out that I printed the calendar dates right here, so if people ever ask you, make sure that you're able to point them that direction. I did change the seating area just a little bit from the original video to create a little bit more of a barrier. So we're using some sort of mat here right now, the blue block, and make sure you keep the cones on top of it. Otherwise siblings will crawl on it or people will use it as a table, and we don't want them kind of leaking into our area. We're also not using the ropes right now in Tumblr's class, so I did restrain them like this and want to show you because that could easily turn into a jungle gym for a sibling or somebody misbehaving in class. So setting it up in the correct way really removes that from being a factor during your classes. I also wanted to point out where the freezer is for those of you who don't know, just to the left of the door in front of me, where there's ice packs if somebody has an injury. There's also a broom and vacuums here. I did ask for high school volunteers to come use those things on Tuesdays before high school class. So if you ever get here and there's people here, that's why. I also stored over here some Kleenex, Band-Aids, and hair ties for you to grab quickly if you need it. High school coaches, there's some chalk there. If you ever run out, the girls know where it is. In that bucket, there is pencils with sharpeners. I wanted to point out these timers that I referenced in the lesson plan and show you how to set one. So if you are in class, you can set it for however long you want your rotation to go by pressing those buttons, even adding seconds to it. Then you can hit start and it counts down and goes off for you. So then you can do a little bit more coaching and a little less clock watching. So there's two here and there's some under the sound system as well. There's your clipboards. Please return them there when you're done coaching. There is your new shirt. Please wear a Tornado Tumbler shirt as often as you're able to coaching. Then down here is where dots should be stored, or you could find them if you need to get them out. I did print this part of the lesson plan here as well, so you have it there to reference who's coaching, rotations, etc. I did put the high school attendance here, so high school coaches, you can decide if you want to ask them to check in each week or if you would like to utilize that. Then I also put some cleaning products here with rags just in case we need to do any cleanups, or like I said in the lesson plan, if you end up that third coach on what was already a small class with a bunch of absences, feel free to use as much of these cleaning supplies as you would like to clean up as much as you're able while you're here. Thanks, guys.